The Mark Thompson Show.
Yes, it's exciting when I have a musical artist. And, you know, I'm something of an artist, as many of you are aware. But I lack the musical prowess of many who come to visit, as is the case with today's visitor. How about it for singer, songwriter, and she has a new album. How about it for Leslie Stevens, everybody? Look at you with the warm winter scene in freezing cold Los Angeles.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is really cool. You're super talented. Your stuff is really great. Your new album is out. I think it literally is out this week. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, it's actually out in a few weeks, but we have some singles out and we have another single out this Friday. So there's a single coming out this tomorrow.
Now, we're in a weird position, Leslie Stevens, and here's our weird position. You're this insanely talented singer-songwriter. I want to play your music, but if I play your music or show your video, which I'll get to, your video has a very high-profile star in it, I get struck. You know, they literally will take our video down or they'll demonetize us. If we're lucky, it'll just be demonetization. So I kind of want to explain both to you and to the audience why we're going to be talking about your music, but actually not hearing any of it, sadly. But you have kind of you have this, is it fair to say you have almost a Patsy Cline-ish kind of girlish kind of vocal quality that's really sweet, maybe, if I had to use is that fair?
Hey, I'll take it. Patsy Cline. I've heard Patsy Cline, Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
I love getting them all. Some people, Dolly Parton sometimes when I sing live, but on this recording, it's just, there's so many influences, a lot of men in there too. Tom Petty and a lot of California influences in my mind, I would say. I don't know.
Which is somewhat interesting because you came to California from the Midwest, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I'm originally from the Midwest and ended up here. But I mean, I feel like a native. I've been here for a long time. I came out here to go to school. And
well, one of your albums is called Los Angeles, or one of your tracks is called. I think one of your albums is called Los Angeles. Yeah.
There's a track called Los Angeles,
That's it. Okay.
That was from a band different band, but still me. Yeah, a band called Leslie Stevens and the Badgers.
What's it like to be Leslie Stevens from one band, and then you have artists you work with, all of them in their own right, as a band, as a person who's never really had a band? There are personalities involved, there are creative differences involved, there are also creative harmonies involved, I would think, that might, fuel success or at least feeling good about things. Tell me about what is that like, that evolution?
Oh, I love being a part of as many projects as I can be a part of and working with lots of different artists. Even shooting this video was kind of a collaboration. And just like, the creative process itself, I'm really fascinated by it. And it's like self-expression is such a mysterious thing that I've learned to love. And so, I've worked with a lot of different incredible songwriters and played with a lot of bands, sung a lot of harmonies on a lot of different records.
Well, even from a genre standpoint, you were a punk, right? You were a punk singer. And,
a long time ago, yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but you have evolved to a much different place.
And even when I played in my punk band, I would be singing Joni Mitchell songs when the band would come in to rehearse. They called me soccer mom. I don't think I really counted as a punk, but I love punk music. I love the Ramones. I love Patsy Cline, like you're saying. I love Lucinda Williams, and so that's kind of where I ended up, is more in the Americana world, that's where I have the most experience anyway.
I love that stuff. And I just think that you've ended in this, or you've landed in this really cool place. You mentioned the video, so let me just get to the video. So your friend, you have a long friendship with is it Ellie Kemper of the Office? Is she in the Office? Is that?
I do know Ellie Kemper, yes, but I have a
in the
long friendship with Jon, actually.
in the
Yeah.
video, though, I'm just trying to explain how the glitterati has surrounded you, and you Ellie from the Office, who's very well known. But in your video, and I don't know, maybe I kind of thought, but you'll have to tell me the 3D chess that landed Jon Hamm is the Jon you're talking about.
Yes.
Jon Hamm is in your music video.
Yes.
Can you tell me how you ended up with Jon Hamm saying, "Okay, I'll do your music video for you"?
Well, a long time ago, Jon taught acting for a year in St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to the school where he taught acting. So when I came out to California, Jon and I stayed in touch, and that's actually like how he ended up in the video. And it was the director and I were talking about the concept. We weren't even thinking about having Jon in the video, but we were just talking about this kind of who's going to play this emotionally unavailable like jerk. Just a total jackass. And we were thinking like, who would be our dream person? Who in the world, if we could have anyone? And she said, Jon Hamm. And I said, you know what? I actually know him. Let me send him an email. And the email he sent, he actually started with, I'm really busy. I'm really, really busy. And then I called Paige and I called the director, Paige Stark, and I said, I have an email from Jon. I want to read it to you. And I started to read it. I said, Jon says he says he's really busy. And she said, oh, it's okay. You know what? I've got other people in mind. I've got a lot of great ideas. And then I read the rest of the email and she goes, no. And so it was just so fun, like that we got to play like movie magic in this bar in Hollywood with Jon Hamm, you know?
Yeah, this is the new song. It's called Blue Roses.
Yes. Blue
and
Roses.
We might be able to edit some of the Blue Roses video over this, but I can't play any of the music. But when you shoot something like that with a guy like Jon Hamm, does everybody on set it's like a different level, right?
Oh, everyone behaves in this way. Like it was amazing. It was amazing. Everyone was so excited to be there and see what he was going to do. And we sort of inadvertently cast the character he's now playing in this season of Fargo. Because it's like this, I don't know if you've seen this season of Fargo, but it's the Coen brothers, like the seasons aren't connected to one another. When it's series, you say non-episodic, but I don't know what it is for seasons. Non-seasonally episodic.
Yeah, they're standalone seasons, I guess.
Yes, thank you. Standalone seasons. So Jon is in the standalone season of in season 5, the current season of Fargo, and he plays like this Roy Tillman, this corrupt cowboy cop. And so that's who's in the video. It's like, it was kind of perfect. Thanks, Coen brothers.
Just terrific. Yeah, it's really terrific. I mean, and sadly, you need sometimes something that gives you a little bit of a bump, and your video gets a little bit of a bump because there's somebody very high profile in it,
Yeah.
And that's a really great thing. So I love that you met and kind of stayed in touch and then made the ask, and he showed up for you. Last thing about the video, it was one day. You shot it all in one day?
All in one day. It was so kind of him. I mean, he's as charismatic as he is kind. He's as kind as he is charismatic. He's amazing. So,
I have only seen one video shot. I was doing a profile of Joan Jett, and she had a new single that was coming out. And so we go to where she's doing the single. It was in Hollywood. And they play the single, of course, over and over and over and over and over. I mean, it's like Guantanamo or something. It's like it's torturous. I mean, you go from loving this song to never wanting to hear one note of it ever again.
Right? That was really flattering that people by the end of the day were like, I want to hear it again.
Yes, I thank you. I was bringing me back around to, first of all, it lets me drop Joan Jett's name, which gives me a little cred. And then it also lets me ask you whether or not you have the same thing. You have to play the video over and over. I mean, you play the music over and over and over again, right?
Constantly. Yeah. It's just on loop the whole day. So it's a really great test. If, at the end, and I learned that I haven't really made many videos. I'm the type of artist, like, I'm kind of a purist. I like just like make my records, put them out there. I've sung with huge people. I've sung with people that play at the Hollywood Bowl, but I'm just a little, I'm not like, but John's celebrity I definitely going to bring a lot of attention to this song. And it's so sweet of him to, he wrote, he said in his email, he's like, I love the song. I got to do this. I got to find time. Love the song.
Wow.
So that was really, really sweet of him.
Well, I mean, your music's just terrific, and
thank you.
It's really great that you've, I think that you've ended up, at least right now, in this place with your music so accessible to so many. So the new album is your name.
Yeah,
right?
Just my mom named it. Leslie Stevens.
Leslie Stevens is the name of the album.
Of the album, and it'll be out a few weeks after this video comes out and after the single in February.
Just great. Hey, congratulations on everything. Thanks for spending some time with us. Really a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to big things from you and maybe seeing you live at some point. Do you have what's the website where there are tour dates and that kind of thing?
LeslieStevensMusic.com. And I'd love it if you could come to a show. I'd be so honored. I'm a real audiophile, so your voice is just, oh my God.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well,
So
the honor would be mine. So I look forward to that. LeslieStevensMusic.com. We'll have a link to it in the description on this video. Thanks, Leslie. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mark.
The Mark Thompson Show.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.